Today we're going to be looking at how funding works at FTMO and how you can gain access to their capital and with it keep 80%. We're going to be looking at the challenge process, the account types, and the payout structure and everything else that you need to know to get funded with FTMO. So if you've been thinking about getting funded with FTMO, then you don't want to miss this. Now, before we get to the video, I want to mention that we will be doing a giveaway at the very end of the video, so stay to the very end so that you know the exact steps on how to enter. Now, to make sure that we cover everything, we're going to be looking at FTMO's firm page on Prop Firm Match. If we click over here to their challenge accounts, we can actually see that FTMO offers two different types of programs. They have their swing and their normal program. So for the swing account, you're allowed to hold overnight, over the weekends, and trade high volume news events. The only caveat is that it comes with a little less leverage. Now for the normal account, you'll have higher leverage, but you can't hold over the weekend and you can't trade high volume news events. Now in terms of their challenge accounts, if you scroll down here, you can see that you can get an account from any size, from a 10K, a 25K, they have the 50K, the 100K, and the 200K. But if you've been paying close attention here, you can see that there are two different 25K accounts here. So there's a 25K account up here and a 25K account up here. For this two-step 25K account, there's a 10% profit target on phase 1, a 5% profit target for phase 2, a 5% daily loss limit, a 10% max loss limit, and then you'll receive 80% of your profits. For this one, it is the same thing, right? So you have the two-step, 10% for the first phase, 5% for the second phase, 5% for the daily loss, 10% max loss, and then the 80% profit split. So what's the difference between these two accounts? If you hover above this info icon here, you can see that this is the FTMO normal challenge. If you hover above this icon down here, you can see that this is the swing challenge. So it's important to know that when you're going to get your challenge account, make sure you identify which is the one that you want and make sure that you get that one. You don't want to have any headaches or any troubles in the future because you accidentally chose the wrong one. Now if we head on back over here to the overview, you can actually see the full firm's overview, and if we come over here to consistency and rules, we can actually see the rules that FTMO offers. Some of the important rules that you want to keep an eye out for is the news trading rule, as we talked about, right? So it is allowed for swing accounts on both the funded and the evaluation phase. For non-swing accounts, it is only allowed on the evaluation phase. So we're going to re-emphasize this. It is not allowed on non-swing accounts, the funded stage only. So you can't trade within 2 minutes before or 2 minutes after the high impacting news. So for weekend trades, it says holding trades over the weekend and over the market rollover period longer than 2 hours is prohibited for funded traders on non-swing accounts. The standard market hours are available at this link here, and then all changes to standard market hours can be viewed at this link here. So for their capital allocation, FTMO traders can trade up to 400K of max capital per strategy per person. Accounts with identical trading strategies exceeding the 400,000 allocated capital may be suspended. So for prime status, you can get 600K, and supreme prime status, you can grow to $1 million in funding. Their position sizes, it says opening significantly large position sizes or substantially different number of positions compared to other trades is prohibited. So you want to have that same consistency within your trading there. The forbidden trading practices states that the provider reserves the right to determine at its discretion if certain trades, practices, strategies, or situations are considered forbidden trading practices. And you can see that here. For their multiple profile accounts, it says opening multiple profile accounts is prohibited. For copy trading, it is allowed. Copying other trades is specifically prohibited though. So you are only allowed to manage your accounts and you respect the 400K simulated USD maximum capital allocation. So what this means is that you can trade for somebody else. So in terms of EAs, third-party EAs are strictly prohibited. Minimum trading days is 4, and they do have an inactivity rule that means you must operate at least one trade every 30 days to prevent the account from termination due to inactivity. It says alternatively, you can request to freeze your account for 7 days to 6 months to avoid termination. So if you are doing something to where you can't trade in that 30 days, you can have your account frozen for the 7 to 6 months, which is actually kind of clutch. Now, in terms of their payout policy, we mentioned that you will receive a 80% profit split, and the payout cycle is every 14 days. The minimum withdrawal amount is $20 for a bank wire and $50 for crypto. And in terms of their scaling plan, it says requirements minimum of 4-month cycle. So at least 10% 100% of the net simulated profits, process at least 2 rewards, positive account balance at scale up. So these are the things that you would need to scale up to those 2 plans that we had mentioned above, which would have been that prime status and then as supreme prime status of $1 million. Now it says benefits. The account size increased by 25% with each scaling cycle. Rewards upgrade to 90% with a $2 million scale up cap. It says continuous increases apply when criteria are met. So there is potential to scale past the 400K in allocated funding, but you have to be consistent and abide by the scaling plan requirements. So this is really good information for you to understand. FTMO has earned a strong reputation with their high prop firm match score, which reflects positive experiences that their traders have had. Now, if we come over here, you can see that for their trading conditions, they got rated at a 4.5, for their customer care, a 4.7, a 4.8 for user friendliness, and a 4.7 for their payout process. And if you can see here, that gives them an overall rating of a 4.6. And if we click reviews, we can dive into the reviews that real traders are saying about FTMO. One trader rated FTMO a 4.0 and they said trading with FTMO has been such a pleasant and wonderful experience. As a swing trader, I do not have to worry about being stopped out for spreads overnight or swap fees, as their swap fees are really low. However, one area I'd like them to improve on is delivering account logins. Some firms deliver account credentials upon confirmation of funds, especially if using crypto, but here you'd have to wait for hours, which doesn't really make sense. Also, if they can reduce the waiting time for payouts, that'd be great. Aside these, trading with FTMO is absolutely incredible. I'd easily give them an 8.5 out of 10. And you can see that these are traders who are actually become funded. Now, in order to leave a review on Prop Firm Match, you actually have to become a funded trader with the firm. So you can see here their certificate of passing their account here, so that you know that you're getting real advice from real traders who've actually traded with these firms. If we come down here, Drake rated FTMO a 5.0 and had this to say: I've already opened several challenges with FTMO and I can say that my experience has been very positive every time. The trading conditions are excellent, the rules are simple to understand and apply with no hidden clauses or unpleasant surprises. The dashboard is extremely comprehensive and intuitive, and the tools provided are genuinely designed to facilitate trades, analysis, and management. What impresses me most is the support offered throughout the entire process. Each step is clearly explained, which allows you to stay focused on what's essential: trading. The few times I needed to contact support, the responses were fast, professional, and effective, which shows that the company genuinely cares about its traders. In summary, FTMO remains, in my eyes, the most reliable and high-performing prop firm on the market right now. Whether you're a beginner or experienced trader, everything is set up to give you the best chance of success and to secure your access to a funded account. I have absolutely no complaints and I will continue to recommend them without hesitation. He said here that what he likes most about FTMO is the combination of clear, straightforward trading rules, high quality support throughout the entire process. The dashboard and tools are extremely intuitive and helpful, making trade management analysis easier. It's evident that the firm genuinely cares about its traders and provides everything needed to succeed from start to finish. But it says if I had to mention something, it would be that sometimes navigating through all the tools and features can be a bit overwhelming at first, especially for new traders. However, the platform is intuitive overall and the support team is always available to help, so it's a minor issue. This further confirms FTMO's solid reputation amongst its traders, with consistent feedback highlighting their reliability, their transparency, and overall quality of service. So it's finally time for the instructions of the giveaway, and listen up because I'm only going to say this once. Step number 1, like this video. Step number 2, subscribe to the channel. And finally, step number 3, comment one thing that you like about FTMO in the comment section below, and the winner will be announced in next week's video. So that pretty much wraps up today's video on FTMO and how funding works specifically for this firm. If you found this video helpful in any way, shape, or form, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Again, I want to thank you for watching and thank you for choosing Prop Firm Match.